Hi everyone, it's Steve from Vintage Classics. I haven't made a video in a couple of weeks, so I figured I'd put one together for you today. It's going to be a few Hall of Fame baseball cards, non-graded raw, um, ones that I think that are just something to show you today. Nothing, not a lot, but a few just to spark a little interest and maybe just create a little discussion. If you guys want to leave a comment or remarks, please feel free to do so. I'd love to hear from you. Maybe suggestions on other videos or things that I could do better. By all means, go ahead and do that. Okay, I figure we'll start off with these 1955 Bowmans that I have. There's actually two of them here. I mean, I have quite a bit more, but I picked out two to show you. The first one will be card number 184, which is Willie Mays. I'm eventually probably going to get that card graded. The Say Hey Kid, if not the greatest, he's definitely one of the top three greatest players of all time. Could do it all. The big argument in the day between him and Mickey Mantle, Duke Schneider, all those guys as to who was the best. Willie Mays was a hell of a ball player, though. Wish I could have. I saw him at the very end, the last few years of his career. I remember him mainly in 1973 with the Mets, which was his final season. But a great ball player. The other one is card number 242, Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks. Let's play two, his favorite saying. Really nice card. Again, I'll probably get this one graded also. Sorry for the glare. It's tough. I've tried different angles and everything. I guess I could take them out of the top loads. I try to limit the amount of time I actually physically touch the cards. I do have gloves, white gloves that I wear. When I do have to pull them out or put cards into whatever protective device I'm using, whether it be top loaders or card savers or whatever. All right, so those are a couple 55 Bowmans. Next up will be 57 Topps of Robin Roberts of the Phillies. Card number 15. Robin was a great pitcher also. You see that there? Especially if you're a Phillies fan, as my nephew is. That's a big player in their history. Me, personally, I'm a Boston fan. I love my Red Sox, my Bruins, as you can see. Celtics, both Bruins and Celtics are having a good season. Hopefully we continue that. Been a rough year for the Patriots, but we'll maybe hopefully come back. All right, next up will be some 1958 Topps. Personally, one of my favorite card sets of the 50s, the colorful designs, and obviously it's got a great player selection, many Hall of Famers in there. And in fact, there's four of them right here for you. First up will be card number 285, Frank Robinson. Won the MVP in both the American and National League. Oops, sorry about that. Had the opportunity to meet Frank Robinson up in Cooperstown a couple of times. Really nice guy. I got a ball up here signed on the shelf. That's another show in itself. I'll go through some of the autographs that I have. I've quite a large collection of them. Next up is Sandy Koufax, great Dodger great, probably one of the all-time greatest pitchers. Career ended at a relatively young age, but boy did he dominate in the 60s with the Dodgers. Next up, you got the All-Star Sports Magazine All-Star 58, Ted Williams, card number 485, the Splendid Splinter. As you know, being up here in Massachusetts, Ted's an icon, a legend. Every ball player, every great player we have, somewhere or another gets compared to Ted Williams. But in my opinion, there's only one. Greatest hitter of all time, in my opinion. Not the greatest all-around player. Wasn't a great fielder, average at best, but he could hit. So that was a big thing with Ted was, as you guys I'm sure know, he wanted to be known as the greatest hitter who ever lived. And if he's not the greatest, he's right there, either one or two. Okay. Next up is Roberto Clemente, but during this time, a lot of the Topps cards had him as Bob Clemente, as this one does. Another one of my favorite all-time players. Unfortunately, died young. Died exactly with 3,000 hits. Doing a humanitarian mission to Nicaragua. His plane went down, as you guys know. I'm sure everybody knows the whole story behind that. But Roberto, I did get to see some of his games as a kid on television during the game of the week. Because you got to remember, growing up, I'm born in the early '60s. Growing up, we didn't have all the stuff they have today, where you can flip through the channels. You get the Dish Network or packages and stuff. You can see games from whatever team you want to watch. When I was a kid, you had the game of the week came on, and that was your opportunity to see the National League teams or the All-Star game. Other than that, it was Red Sox baseball. Whoever they were playing, that's who I saw and followed, obviously. All right, next up we'll do. I got two 1959 cards. First up, we'll do the chairman of the board for the New York Yankees, Whitey Ford, card 430. Definitely was before my time, but great pitcher, money pitcher for the Yankees. The dreaded New York Yankees if you're a Red Sox fan, but I got to give them respect. I mean, they definitely dominated the game of baseball, especially the 50s and early 60s. Next up, Duke Schneider from the Dodgers, card number 20. Duke is a great ball player also. I met him, I don't know, many years ago at a card show, and very friendly. Got an opportunity to talk to him. He's a great player, though. Next is a 1960 Fleer. Even though I'm a diehard Boston fan, my favorite player, believe it or not, all time is Lou Gehrig. I just like what he stood for, family guy, his values. I wish he could have been a Red Sox player, but Lou is my all-time favorite. This is a 1960 Fleer of Lou Gehrig. My goal eventually is to obtain an autograph of Lou Gehrig and or a card from early in his career. I'd love to get one. It has to be a low-grade card, obviously, because of the cost factor. But if I could get a Lou Gehrig card, that would be the highlight of my collection. I have a card on file here that's on display that has a piece of his game used bat in there. But again, it's a card, a relic card from today's generation. I'm looking really hard to find something that I can afford that's from back when he played in his day. 1960 Topps, Warren Spahn, the all-time winningest left-handed pitcher in baseball history. 363 wins, I think it was. Met him also up in Cooperstown. Nice guy. Had a chance to talk to him a little bit. Next up is some 1961 Topps. I have two of them to show you. One is Eddie Matthews, great slugger for the Milwaukee Braves, Atlanta Braves, teammate of Hank Aaron. They made a formidable duel, the two of them. Really put up some power numbers. Again, I'm sorry for the glare on there. And then the local legend. We spoke about Ted Williams. Well, here's his replacement came along. This is a 61 Topps of Carl Yastrzemski, card number 287. Yaz, as everyone knows, in 67 had one hell of a year. And he could do it all. I got to see him a lot as a kid growing up in the 70s, and up until when he retired after the 83 season. Like I said, really great player. Used to emulate his batting stance. But then again, as a kid growing up, as I'm sure all you guys did with your local teams, I knew all their stances, how they stood at the plate, how they held their bat, everything, the mannerisms they used to go through. But that's part of being a fan. That's the joy of baseball, which is clearly my favorite sport. But I love them all. So I don't have too much other than to say to you guys, other than what I've just shown you. I will try to put another video out soon. I really appreciate the following I've gotten so far in the first 3 videos that I've done. Hopefully they're getting a little bit better. I'm getting less nervous in front of the camera. So I'll try to show you some more things pretty soon. But like I always keep on saying to end my video, keep on collecting. It's a great hobby. Hopefully it'll never die. Hopefully pass it on to the younger generation. And like I said, just keep collecting and collect what you can afford to buy. And that's about it. But thank you for tuning in and watching me. And I appreciate any comments you could do, or if you likes, or if you want to subscribe or anything. I'd love to have that. All right. Take care and have a great day.